Next up, Senator Kallman, if we could move to Senate Resolution 620.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. This is another resolution that emerges from the Senate Study Commission that we are completing. This resolution creates a special legislative task force. It's a bicameral task force, so now we are enlisting members, our House colleagues, to improve the long-term outcomes and reduce recidivism of females within the criminal justice population. As I said previously, relative to the previous resolution, we had some very clear direction and indication about what we need to do in the state of Rhode Island in order to reduce the incarceration of women in our state. In order to do this robustly, we need to have the support of both chambers of the legislature, and that's what this resolution is seeking to do.
Thank you. Are there any questions for the bill sponsor? We have Stephen Brown, who is in favor, not testifying, and Harrison Tuttle speaking on this bill, on this resolution. If there's anyone else who'd like to speak on this resolution, you can feel free to come forward as well.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you again, committee. My name is Harrison Tuttle. I'm the president of BLM RI PAC. BLM RI PAC is in support of this piece of legislation, and I'm here to kind of throw out a couple of statistics that I think would be good to know in order to get a good understanding of why this legislation or a resolution should be passed. There are currently over 170,000 women locked up in the United States. And so while 10% of the total incarceration population, women still represent a larger portion of people in prisons and jails than in the previous decades. So it's going up the last couple of decades here. Moreover, in many states, women incarceration are growing faster than men as well. And so the experiences of women as well as trans and non-binary people are often lost because men compromise the vast majority of the incarceration population. And as for the case of women, girls of color, and those who identify as LGBTQ plus are disproportionately confined in juvenile facilities. Black girls account for 35% of confined girls' population, and Hispanic girls account for 20%, while white girls are only 38% of those locked up. And while LGBTQ plus women are overrepresented in the adult correctional systems, a staggering 40% of girls in the juvenile justice system are lesbian, bisexual, or questioning and gender non-conforming. So those comparable statistics for boys is just under 14%. And so as president of BLM RI PAC, I'm committed to supporting this piece of legislation that prioritizes this task force with the goal of reducing recidivism of females and improves the quality of life for Rhode Islanders. And I strongly encourage you to support this piece of legislation. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Are there any questions for this witness? All right, seeing none, that does conclude the public testimony on Senate Resolution 620. I'd entertain a motion to hold, moved by Senator Lombardi, seconded by Senator LaMountain. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? And Senate Resolution 620 is held for further study.